Testing, testing, 1, 2.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Trinity Ball on the campus of Trinity Baptist College for today's game between the visiting Carolina University Bruins and the Bob Jones University Bruins. Would everyone please rise and remove your hat as we start today with a word of prayer? Dear Father, we thank you for the day that you've given us, and we thank you for allowing us all to be here today, God. Lord, I ask that you keep everybody safe and help things run smoothly. And Lord, just keep us safe as we come out of here today. In your name we pray. Amen. First, the lineup for the visiting Carolina University Bruins. Batting first, the center fielder, number 3, Dion Tubbs. Batting second, the shortstop, number 10, John Kehoe. Batting third, the first baseman, number 27, Nick Macadon. Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 12, Brian Deegan. Batting fifth, the second baseman, number 18, Grant Harris. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 6, Logan Conklin. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 25, Kevin Greenwood. Batting eighth, the left fielder, number 36, Randy DeMeo. And batting ninth, the left fielder, number 26, Alexiel Delgado. And the pitcher for Carolina University is number 31, Noah McDaniel. And now the starting lineup for the home team, Bob Jones University Bruins. Batting first, the center fielder, number 5, Riley Ramsey. Batting second, the second baseman, number 7, Cam Lance. Batting third, the first baseman, number 9, Conley Burke. Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 28, Pablo Austin. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 12, Daniel Barcina. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 26, Gabe Swarms. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 19, Cody Kirkpatrick. Batting eighth, the shortstop, number 1, Chad Bain. Batting ninth, the left fielder, number 2, Isaiah Brandt. And the pitcher for Bob Jones today, number 24, Henry Wallach. Now, if everyone would please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Thank you, Mike Davis, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the campus of Trinity Baptist College on the west side of Jacksonville, Florida, as we are ready for the 2023 NCCAA South Region Baseball Tournament. We're expecting a whole lot of good, exciting action out there on the field this week. Hello, everybody. I'm Ray Bureau. And we are here at Trinity Ball Yard getting ready for game number 1 of this tournament, featuring the Bruins and the Bruins. Carolina University, the visiting team, taking on Bob Jones University, whom you see out there on the mound. And pitching for Bob Jones is Henry Wallach. We'll go through the batting orders in case you missed it a moment ago. But Henry Wallach doing the pitching for Bob Jones. No wins, 5 losses this season, 11.51 earned run average in 43 innings pitched. He's allowed 79 hits, 60 runs, 55 of those earned. He has walked 14 and struck out 31. And very quickly, in case you missed the batting order, here it is for Carolina University. Deion Tubbs in center, John Kehoe at short, Nick McAdon, the former TBC Eagle, at first base, Brian Deegan in right, Grant Harris, the second baseman, Logan Conklin is at third, and the bottom third of the batting order is Kevin Greenwood, the designated hitter, Randy DeMaio, the catcher, and Alexiel Delgado in left field. Defensively for Carolina, Isaiah Brandt is in left, Riley Ramsey is in center, and Pablo Austin is playing right. Around the infield, Gabe Swarms at third base, Chad Bain at short, Cam Lance is playing second, and Conley Burke is at first base. And a number of these Bob Jones Bruins are also men's soccer and men's basketball players as well. Doing the catching is Cody Kirkpatrick, the battery mate of Henry Wallach. And we are ready for the game's first pitch. Deion Tubbs steps in for Carolina, batting .385 with 8 home runs, 37 RBIs, and 54 runs scored. So the tournament is underway with Henry Wallach winding and delivering the first pitch. It is a fastball popped up into shallow left field, and that should be very easy for Isaiah Brandt. 1 pitch, 1 out, and this tournament is underway. Trinity Baptist College will play Southeastern Baptist College. That game is scheduled for 1 p.m., and then our top 2 seeds are waiting the winners of the first 2 games. Toccoa Falls College will take on the winner of this game right here, and then Fort Lauderdale will take on the winner of TBC and Southeastern Baptist. No balls and a strike. This is John Kehoe batting for Carolina. And a hot shot pulled foul down to left field line. No, he's calling that a fair ball. Kehoe around first, and he'll have himself a 1-out double. At first, I thought he called it foul, but that was a fair ball right down the line. So Kehoe, he is at second base. He came in hitting .282. That's his 10th double of the season. And now Nick McAdon steps in for Carolina University. McAdon's hitting .327, 9 homers, and 43 RBIs. And the first pitch is a breaking ball in there for a strike. Kehoe lines that double right down the third base line. A nice one hopper. It went over the bag. 0-1 to McAdon. And a fastball lifted high into left field. And again, Brandt will make the catch, and there are 2 away. And it brings up cleanup hitter Brian Deegan, the right fielder for Carolina. Deegan is hitting .348. He has homered 9 times. He has driven in 45 runs. As a team, Carolina has 57 home runs this season. They can put the ball over the fence. Deegan has 9 of those long balls. Left-hand hitter, first pitch, and a fastball misses up and away. So 1 ball, no strikes. We want to give a shout out and a special thank you to the Trinity Baptist College / Trinity Baptist Church technology team for making sure everything is in order for this tournament. We had a lot of issues throughout the season, but they did a fantastic job with the upgrades, and they worked long, hard, and fast to make sure we're ready for this tournament. So hopefully everything will work all week long. A ball and a strike. Deegan at the plate trying to gain first run. Trying to drive that in from second, and he swings right through this one. Pulled his head a little bit, and he's down in the count of ball and 2 strikes. So thank you to Dante McNeil and his staff. Again, they worked long and hard and fast to get things ready for this week's tournament. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And strike three called, and McDaniel is able to get out of it without that runner scoring after the one-out double. And that came from John Kehoe. So, no score as Bob Jones comes to bat for the first time today. We'll be back after this 30-second message from the NCCAA. Bob Jones comes to bat with this following batting order. Center fielder Riley Ramsey will lead things off, followed by second baseman Cam Lance and first baseman Conley Burke. The middle third of the batting order, Pablo Austin is in right, Daniel Barcina the DH, and Gabe Swarms plays third. Cody Kirkpatrick bats seventh. He's the catcher. And number 8 and number 9 are Chad Bain, the shortstop, and Isaiah Brandt in left field. They are taking on Noah McDaniel for Carolina University, the left-hander out there on the mound. McDaniel is 2-1 this season with a 9.37 ERA, 16 and a third total innings. He's allowed 23 hits, 19 runs, 17 of those earned. McDaniel has walked 15, and he has struck out 17. And the defense for Carolina, left field, Alexiel Delgado. In center, Dion Tubbs. And in right, Brian Deegan. Around the infield, Logan Conklin at third base. Grant Harris is at second. The shortstop is John Kehoe. And playing first, Nick Macadon. Randy DeMaio behind the plate, the battery mate of Noah McDaniel. So Bob Jones comes to bat for the first time. Beautiful Monday morning here on the west side of Jacksonville. Temperatures right now in the upper 70s and no wind whatsoever at the moment. Riley Ramsey steps in for Bob Jones. Ramsey's hitting .257 on the season, 3 home runs and 16 runs driven in. He has scored 18 times. And McDaniel is ready, gets his sign. And the first pitch, breaking ball, is chopped towards short, backhanded play, and a long throw to first. It's up and high. The tag is applied. Macadon had to leave his feet, but in one motion, able to tag Ramsey and get the out. So 1 out. Nice play by Nick Macadon. And batting now is the second baseman, Cam Lance. Hitting .207 on the season, 1 homer and 11 runs driven in. And the first pitch in there from McDaniel. Noah McDaniel, a senior from New Brockton, Alabama. Went 5 1/3 against St. Andrews in his last outing. That was way back on March 8th, according to the stats page on cubruins.com. Misses outside for ball 1. Both teams called the Bruins, so I'll make sure I say the school name. And this one is fouled off to the right side. We do have rain forecast for Wednesday, 40% chance at the moment. Hopefully everything will hold off until we're done here on Thursday. Today is supposed to be beautiful all day long. A ball and 2 strikes. McDaniel delivers a breaking ball. This one is hit pretty well towards center. Tubbs on his way back, and he makes the catch, and there are 2 away. 2 quick outs for Noah McDaniel. Brings up first baseman Conley Burke. And Bob Jones, first baseman, is hitting .318. He has homered 3 times. He has driven in 12. As a team, Bob Jones has 15 home runs this season. Bob Jones, a number 4 seed in the tournament. Check that, number 6, Southeastern Baptist, number 4. That's whom TBC will play. Carolina, number 3. No balls and a strike and a pitch. And a fastball gets that outside corner. McDaniel not overpowering, but changing speed so far, changing locations well. 0-2. Long look in by the southpaw, who winds and delivers and bounces this one in the dirt. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Long look by McDaniel. Here comes a 1-2. Fastball bounced up the middle. That one's going to be backhanded, and the throw to first. It is not in time. Might have had the runner. That's going to be an infield single for Conley Burke. It would have been a bang-bang play. Macadon did everything he could to scoop it. But an infield single to the second baseman puts Burke at first with 2 outs, and Pablo Austin at the plate. Nice hustle by Burke, not giving up on that one as well. Austin hitting .279, takes the first pitch, breaking ball for a strike. Austin has 1 homer, and he's driven in 9. Modest lead off first. Austin tried to hold up his swing, but he made contact and fouled it off to the right side, so no balls, 2 strikes. We have 4 all-South region players in the starting lineups. 3 for Carolina, 1 for Bob Jones. No balls, 2 strikes. And a breaking ball hits the batter. And that's going to put Austin aboard at first. And Conley Burke will trot on to second. So 2 on, 2 outs for Daniel Barcina. Barcina's hitting .190. We have ourselves a timeout with a conference on the mound. That'll give us a chance to let you know the 4 South Region, all-region players in this game right now. For Carolina, center fielder Dion Tubbs, first baseman Nick Macadon, and left fielder Alexiel Delgado. And for Bob Jones University, first baseman Conley Burke, all South Region honors. So congratulations to these 4 young men. It will be Daniel Barcina stepping in for Bob Jones. Sitting .190, he has homered twice and driven in 5. 2 on, 2 out. Bottom of the first, no score. As you see, we're also able to get our online scoreboard back. And the first pitch bounces in the right-handed batter's box for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. McDaniel back on the rubber, takes a long look in. Check that runner at second. And time called. Pitch clock violation has been called. That's ball 2. And now Noah McDaniel, this is his second trip, but it looks like a trainer's coming out, so may not count as a trip to the mound. But mid-at-bat, Noah McDaniel getting more attention from his coaching staff. We're playing all 7-inning ball games here throughout the South Region tournament. And it looks like that might be all for Noah McDaniel. There's a new man walking out to the mound. Wearing number 9, that'll be Chase Locklar. So we're going to pause here while Locklar warms up. Hopefully McDaniel is all right, but he's coming out, and a trainer came out as well. So again, hopefully no injury that would keep him out of the rest of this tournament. We're going to pause right here. We'll be back in just a bit here on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. Now on the mound for Carolina, an unexpected move that had to be made. Chase Locklar takes over for Noah McDaniel. So Locklar, an injury replacement, he'll get as much time as he needs to warm up. He is a junior from Smith Station, Alabama. Pitches high school ball at Smith Station High School. His last outing, 1 inning against Payne College on April 25th. Didn't allow anything. Overall this season, Locklar has 2 wins, no losses, an ERA of 8.38, 19 and third total innings. He's allowed 25 hits, 24 runs, 18 of those earned. He has walked 11 and struck out 11, but he has allowed 9 home runs. He will inherit runners at first and second with 2 men out. Noah McDaniel, 2/3 of an inning, no runs, but he is responsible for the 2 men on base. An infield single and a hit batsman, and the change was made mid-at-bat. So Locklar is also inheriting a count of 2 balls, no strikes. Once again, an injury replacement, so he gets as much time as he wants, but it looks like he's all ready to go. Home plate umpire gives the go-ahead. Locklar finishes up his warm-up tosses, and his task is to get Daniel Barcina, again, 2 balls, no strikes. Barcina looking for his 6th RBI of the season. It would put his team out in front. Bottom of the first, no score. And we are ready to resume play. And now Locklar, the right-hander, checks that runner at second and delivers his first pitch. Swung on and missed at a ball that dropped down out of the zone, and it's 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. Locklar, a little equipment adjustment. And now ready to resume. Right fielder Pablo Austin back deep with the big left-handed hitter in the box. There are 2 outs. And Locklar delivers a 2-1, an off-speed pitch, again, one that dropped down out of the zone, and he's had the hitter Barcina out in front a couple of times and is 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning. Came into a tough situation, not expecting to pitch, especially in the first inning. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Long look at the runner at second, and strike 3 swinging, and Locklar is able to end the inning. After 2 out, we had an infield single and a hit batsman, but then the strikeout after the pitching change, and after 1, we have no score. We'll be right back after this 60-second message from the NCCAA. We go to the top of the second. No score. Both offenses got runners on base, but ended the inning striking out. And Henry Wallach, 1 inning so far, 1 hit, and got the strikeout to end that top of the first. He will face 5, 6, and 7 Grant Harris, Logan Conkling, and Kevin Greenwood, scheduled Carolina Bruins here in the top of the second. And Grant Harris will lead things off for Carolina. Harris steps in, batting .286 on the season, 6 homers and 24 RBIs, and he takes the first pitch a little bit up and outside, and that's ball one. Wind is starting to pick up now. When we started the ball game, there was no wind blowing at all. Wallach delivers the 1-0 and misses down low. Wind looks like it's blowing in from right center. Not too hard, but could affect the ball hit out that way. Here's the one. Actually, the 2-0 pitch is fouled off, so 2 balls and a strike. Carolina got a 1-out double from John Kehoe in the first, but nothing else. Bob Jones got 2 on with 2 out, but could not push across a run. Here's a 2-1 now from Wallach. Is popped up, and that one's going to reach the bleachers. 320 down each line, 360 in the power alleys, and 400 to straightaway center field. Trinity Christian Academy also plays on this field. The 2 schools share the campus and all facilities. Here's a 2-2, swing and a miss. Harris may have chased one outside, and that is out number 1. The TCA Conquerors are in the middle of their postseason run as well. They are playing in the region quarterfinal tomorrow night on this field after the college games are done with. That's the reason we're starting at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Wallach's first pitch to Conkling, and this one is lined into right. That's a base hit. And for the second straight inning, a 1-out knock for Carolina. So Conkling is aboard, came in at 328. He's also homered twice and driven in 15. And now Kevin Greenwood has a runner at first with 1 man out. Greenwood at 267, 7 home runs and 31 runs driven in. Conkling with a modest lead off first, not too excessive. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed. Conkling has not stolen a base this season. He's not tried. And that one gets the outside corner. Carolina on the season, 44 for 70, so over 50%. No balls, 2 strikes. Wallach delivers and misses up and away. Those TCA Conquerors, they are 22-4 on the season. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out with the runner at first. And a breaking ball is grounded into right. That's a base hit. Conkling will stop there at second. So 2 consecutive singles into right gives Carolina 2 men on with 1 out. So Greenwood at first, Logan Conkling at second, and Randy DeMaio, the catcher, at the plate. Mayo's hitting .313 with 6 home runs and 21 runs driven in. Wallach in his first jam of the game. He does have an out. Ground ball could get him out of the inning. And there's a hot shot in the left. That's a base hit. Conkling will be sent. Here comes a throw to the plate. It is on target. It is in time. Credit to Mayo with a base hit into left, and a throw from Isaiah Brandt cuts down Logan Conkling trying to score. That is out number 2. Perfect throw right on target and in plenty of time. And now there are 2 out, and we're going to have ourselves a courtesy runner for the catcher. That runner will be Abdiel Santana Carrasco doing the running for DeMaio at first base. Terrific throw from Isaiah Brandt, and now Wallach 1 out away from getting out of the inning. Santana Carrasco, the courtesy runner at first, and the first pitch is upstairs. Back-to-back singles by Conkling and Greenwood set the table. Then the base hit from DeMaio, but a perfect throw. And strike 1 on the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Wallach again looking to get out of the inning. There are 2 outs. Nobody holding the runners close, and a breaking ball misses outside. Burke is the first baseman. The middle infielders, Chad Bain and Cam Lance. Bain the shortstop, Lance the second baseman. Not holding too close. Here's a 2-1, and this one is called a strike. And that's 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning is Henry Wallach. Here's a 2-2. Fastball up and in, and that fills up the count. And now both runners have an advantage because they will get some extra steps. Hello to Jackie French, Brian Deegan, and Michael Williams letting us know they're watching here on TBC Eagles. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. There go the runners. A breaking ball grounded towards second. That should be an easy play to first. Very close, but in time. Lance took his time. He had to make sure he had the grip of the ball, and a hustling Delgado made it a very close play. The throw out at the plate is the highlight of the inning, and Wallach gets out without allowing a run. We go to the bottom of the second. No score. We'll be back in just a minute. Bottom of the second, no score. Gabe Swarms, Cody Kirkpatrick, and Chad Bain are the scheduled hitters for Bob Jones. That's 6, 7, and 8 in the batting order. Facing Chase Locklar, who came in mid-at-bat with 2 on and 2 out in the first. Down in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. He then got 3 in a row past Daniel Barcina to end the inning. And now this will be his first start to an inning. Bottom of the second, Gabe Swarms will step into the batter's box. Swarms is hitting .244. And takes the first pitch off speed, got the zone for strike 1. Swarms has a home run. He's driven in 13, and he has scored 6 times. No balls and a strike. Locklar delivers and got on top of that one a little too much and bounced it in the dirt. Trinity Baptist College will play Southeastern Baptist College. Trinity Baptist will be the home team. That game starts at 1 p.m. The winner of this game takes on Fort Lauderdale at 3:30. And the winner of the second game takes on Toccoa Falls later on tonight. There's a ground ball to short, and that's an easy throw from Kehoe for the out. Tomorrow morning's action again begins at 9 a.m. Of course, we won't know who those teams are for tomorrow, but the first 2 of 3 tomorrow will be elimination games. 9 a.m., 11:30 a.m., and 2 p.m. are the scheduled start times. Here's Cody Kirkpatrick taking the first pitch and lifting it into shallow right center. 2 men giving chase, but it's going to be the right fielder Brian Deegan making the catch, and there are 2 away. 2 very quick outs from Chase Locklar. And it brings up Chad Bain. He is the Bob Jones shortstop, hitting .266, no homers, 8 runs driven in. And Locklar from the stretch delivers a first pitch and had the hitter out in front. And that's strike 1. Wind almost completely gone at the moment. Gets like that a lot around here. The wind will turn itself on and off all throughout the day. That one hit hard but pulled foul. No balls, 2 strikes on Bain. Bain has only 12 strikeouts in 64 at-bats this season. He's done a good job putting the ball in play. But he's down 0-2, and Locklar delivers from the stretch and misses upstairs. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Locklar ready. Here's the 1-2, and there's a ground ball towards third. And a throw to first is low, but Macedon scoops it, and that is out number 3. Conklin didn't quite get enough on that throw, but Macedon, that's a big man over there at first. We remember him from his TBC days, and he makes the play to retire the side. So the Bob Jones Bruins go down in order. We go to the top of the third, no score. Top of the third and top of the order due up for Carolina, Dion Tubbs, John Kehoe, and Nick Macedon. Henry Wallach, 2 innings pitched so far. He has allowed 4 hits, but he's gotten some defensive help. He's also struck out 2 men. Hasn't walked anybody. Big defensive play, Isaiah Brandt throwing a runner out at the plate in the second inning. Here's Dion Tubbs. He started the ball game off with a fly ball to left. So 0 for 1 so far. It'll be 9-1-2 for Bob Jones in the bottom of the third. There's a first pitch pulled foul. Conley Burke, the Bob Jones first baseman, all South Region honors. Wallach just getting a new ball. So no balls and a strike. And a swing and a foul straight back. Conley Burke in 26 games. Got his way onto that South Region roster. Here's the 0-2, swing and a miss. That is strike 3. So a 3-pitch strikeout for Wallach to start the inning. His 3rd overall, and it brings up John Kehoe, who doubled down the left field line his first time up. Didn't get any further. Wallach then got a fly ball and a called 3rd strike. And his first pitch off the fists. Burke leaps his feet and makes the catch. Conley Burke able to make the catch midair for out number 2. Another good defensive play by a Bob Jones defender. And it brings up Nick Macedon, who was 0 for 1, a fly ball to left in the first inning. And that one misses down and away. One ball, no strikes, and a fastball's in there for the strike. Conley Burke, a graduate student from Lake Waccamaw, North Carolina, just made a really nice catch. Ball and a strike to Macedon. And this one is pulled foul down the left side. McAdon in his senior year. He is from the First Academy in Windermere, Florida, and played a couple years here at TBC. Having a really good year. He's also an All-South region player. And he takes this one outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, bases empty. Little looper into center field and a base hit. So a 2-out single. Carolina has had base runners in each of the first 3 innings, and here's the right fielder, Brian Deegan. He was called out on strikes his first time. So McAdon aboard at first. Wallach takes a long look in. McAdon 2 for 2 in stolen base attempts. And the first pitch is inside for ball 1. Again, Carolina 44 for 70 on the season. One ball, no strikes. And Deegan takes another one out of the zone. That one on the other side of the plate. That's ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes. And a high pop up on the infield. Lance calling it off, and then it is Swarms making the catch, and that ends the inning. 2-out single from McAdon, but nothing else for Carolina. We go to the bottom of the 3rd, no score. Bottom of the 3rd, no score, and hitters 9, 1, and 2 due up for Bob Jones, Isaiah Brandt, Riley Ramsey, and Cam Lance are the scheduled hitters. Facing Chase Locklar, 1 1/3 innings so far, and he has not allowed anything. He has struck out 1. So it'll be Brandt. We saw what he can do with the arm, and now we'll get a chance to see what he can do at the plate. He's hitting 185. 9 runs driven in, and he has scored 14 times. Brent, also a men's basketball player. Saw him do a lot of that when he came to visit TBC. Got a good look at him down in Kissimmee at the South Region Tournament back in the wintertime. And now Locklar ready for his first pitch to Brent. And this one misses up and in. So 1 ball, no strikes. Brandt followed by the top of the order. And Locklar delivers a 1-0, swung on and missed. So the count even at 1-1. Locklar gets a sign he likes. And here comes that 1-1, and an off-speed pitch misses low and outside. Two balls and a strike. And Locklar delivers. Here's a 2-1. Swing and a miss. And Brandt tried to do a lot of damage on that fastball at the top of the zone, but came up empty. So count of 2-2. Here comes a 2-2 delivery. A breaking ball misses inside. That's ball 3. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Locklar takes his time, but he's been effective. Here's a payoff pitch, and this is a slow roller towards short. Charging in is Kehoe to throw to first in time. Kehoe made a good charge, a scoop, and a strong throw for the out. And it brings up Riley Ramsey, who is 0 for 1. He also grounded to short. That started the ball game for Bob Jones. Kehoe now back on the edge of the dirt and grass on the outfield side. And the first pitch from Locklar is a breaking ball in there for a strike. And we couldn't have asked for nicer weather to get things started here today. Nothing but bright blue skies overhead. High 70s, low 80s. Locklar's pitch bounces, and that evens a count at a ball and a strike. 1-1. Bob Jones batting in the bottom of the third. And Locklar's pitch over the top and gets the top of the zone for strike 2. So a ball and 2 strikes. And a 1-2 on the way. Off-speed pitch. Line hard down the left field line. That is a foul ball. Didn't miss by much, but we could tell from up here it was foul. So count remains 1-2. Long stare in by Locklar. Another 1-2 offering on the way. And this one is low, and that evens a count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 2-2. Locklar takes another long look in. Now gets a sign he likes. And a 2-2 on the way. Breaking ball, got him. No argument from Ramsey. That was a good bender. Came back right over the heart of the plate, and there are 2 away. And for Locklar, his second strikeout. And it brings up Cam Lance, who was 0 for 1, a fly ball to center, his first time. 2 outs, base is empty. And Locklar's first pitch, fastball right down the middle. No balls and a strike. Long look in by the righty, who delivers and gets a swing and a foul straight back. And Locklar ahead of the batter once again, 0-2. The only batter he's been behind was a batter he came into the game with already 2 balls, no strikes, and he ended up getting the strikeout. So he's retired 5 in a row, make that 6. And there's a ground ball towards first, off the glove of Macadon. Locklar late getting over, and that's going to be an error on the first baseman. Ball hit right at Macadon. He got his glove on it, kept it from going into the corner. Locklar, though, again, a little bit late getting off the mound. And so Lance is at first with 2 outs and Conley Burke at the plate. He got an infield single in the first inning and got as far as second base. Locklar's first pitch, a good curveball for a strike. No balls and a strike. Runner at first, 2 outs. And the 0-1 on the way, misses inside. A ball and a strike. And here's a 1-1 swing and a foul tip. So count is 1-2. And Locklar a chance to end the inning right here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs with the runner at first. No score. And Locklar's pitch, check swing. They're going to ask if he went around, and yes, he did, and that is strike 3. And the third for Chase Locklar, 2 in the inning. So the 2-out error does not come back to hurt. Bob Jones is done in the third. We go to the fourth with no score. We'll be back right here on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. We go to the fourth, no score. Henry Wallach, 3 innings pitched so far, 5 hits, no walks, 3 strikeouts, and some good defensive plays behind him. Wallach will face 5, 6, and 7 in the Carolina batting order. That's Grant Harris, Logan Conklin, and Kevin Greenwood. Chase Locklar looking really good in relief. Now 2 1/3 innings with 3 strikeouts. Now his offense will try to get him the lead. Harris is up. Second baseman went down on strikes to start off the second inning. Trinity Baptist against Southeastern Baptist next, scheduled to start at 1 p.m. And the first pitch from Wallach is up and away for ball 1. Obviously, it depends on the duration of this ball game, which started off a little slow pace, but has really picked it up. And that one is hit pretty well, but foul down the third baseline to even a count at a ball and a strike. I'm Ray Bureau, Sports Information Director and play-by-play announcer here at Trinity Baptist College, and glad to be with you here all week long. Here's the 1-1. There's a line drive, one hopper towards short, scooped by Bain, and a throw to first in time for the out. Ball hit pretty sharply, and Bain played that short hop really well. I also do some announcing for a couple of Division I schools here in Jacksonville, mainly the University of North Florida and a little bit at Jacksonville University. Logan Conklin got himself a base hit his first time up. Back the first of 3 consecutive singles. Takes the first pitch up and in for ball 1. Here's the 1-0 breaking ball pulled right toward his team's dugout. And the count is even at 1-1. In the TBC Southeastern Baptist game, Trinity Baptist won the coin toss, so the TBC Eagles will be the home team. 2 balls and a strike. Here's a 2-1 from Wallach, a off-speed pitch. It got the inside corner. Counts even at 2-2. 1 out with the bases empty. Here's a 2-2 breaking ball. cued right off the end of the bat. That's going to be an easy play for Burke, who steps on the bag for out number 2. So Kevin Greenwood, who is 1 for 1, steps in with the bases empty and 2 men out. Both these pitchers keeping the hitters off balance. And Greenwood did get a base hit into right his first time up. And that first pitch is upstairs. The 1-0 from Wallach, a breaking ball for a strike. So the count's 1-1 with 2 outs, and Wallach delivers and got him to chase one down in the dirt. Greenwood would like to have that one back, but he's down in the count 1-2. And a quick delivery and a ground ball towards third. Charging in as Swarms. A long throw in time. So Henry Wallach gets a 1-2-3 top of the 4th, and his offense will try to get him the first run of the ball game in the bottom half. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. We'll be right back. Bottom of the 4th, Bob Jones will send Pablo Austin, Daniel Barcina, and Gabe Swarms to the plate, and they will face a new pitcher for Carolina. Right-hander Jeffrey Withers takes over for Chase Locklar. Withers, no wins, 1 loss. He's pitched only 10 innings so far. He's allowed 21 hits, 19 earned runs. He has walked 9 and struck out 5. He's also served up 5 home runs. He'll take over for Chase Locklar, who was spectacular. 2 1/3 innings, and all he allowed was 1 base runner on an error. Locklar struck out 3, did not allow a hit or a walk. So Bob Jones will now try to get to Jeffrey Withers. Pablo Austin will lead things off. He was hit by a pitch in the first and stuck right there at first base. The only change we know of at this time. Jeffrey Withers, 6'6" out of Cottage Hills, Illinois, and his first pitch is pulled foul. The senior from Civic Memorial High School. No balls and a strike. Takes a long look in. And a 1-strike pitch, an off-speed pitch, and had to hit her well out in front. So Austin down quickly, 2 strikes. 0-2, and this one misses low and outside. Bob Jones' bullpen is completely empty, so unless they have someone else ready, we know for sure Henry Wallach will come out in the 5th. There's a long drive, well hit down the left field line. This ball is going to one-hop the fence, and Austin is going to pull into second with a leadoff double. That ball very close to getting out of here. It short-hopped the fence. For a moment, it looked like Delgado had lost sight of the ball, but he played it off the hop, kept Austin at second base, but Bob Jones in business with a leadoff double here in the bottom of the 4th. A little bit more of a launch angle. That ball's gone. Certainly hit hard enough. Barcina now with a chance to drive in the game's first run. He pulls one to the right side. He will advance the runner to third. To throw to first is high, but McAdon pulls it down for the out. A productive at-bat for Barcina, putting Austin at third base. Now with just one out, Gabe Swarms has a golden opportunity to drive in the run. And Barcina getting some high fives and fist bumps from his teammates. He did his job, got that runner to third with less than two out. First pitch to Swarms. He pulls one toward third. It is bobbled, and now we got a man hung up between third and home. Throw to the plate will be in time. That'll be a fielder's choice for Swarms and a 5-2 put out at the plate. And Withers, just like Wallach did for Bob Jones, got an out at the plate and a huge play by the third baseman, Logan Conkling. Two outs with a runner now at first for Cody Kirkpatrick. And that one is low and inside for ball one. The bobbled ball was actually a break for Carolina because the runner, Austin, started toward home and then he was hung out to dry and really nowhere to go. That one got the inside corner. Randy DeMaio was able to make sure he got the tag on Austin. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pretty good lead off first by Swarms. Runner not going, and an off-speed pitch is tipped foul. One ball, 2 strikes. Bob Jones as a team, just 10 for 20 in stolen base attempts. They don't run a whole lot. Here's the 1-2, and a fastball misses outside. Count even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Good lead off first. Here comes a 2-2, swung on and missed. The ball hit the dirt. No, says a home plate umpire, so there will be no throw. Well, the big play, the out at the plate, and then the strikeout to end the inning. So after 4, we still have no score. We go to the top of the 5th, still no score. Both defensives have thrown a man out at the plate. Bob Jones's left fielder Isaiah Brandt on a base hit into left, and then a ground ball to the third baseman Logan Conklin of Carolina, and he got a man at the plate. Both teams have had limited chances to score, but thanks to the defense, nobody has safely touched home plate. Henry Wallach has pitched 4 innings, 5 hits, no walks, 3 strikeouts. He will face 8, 9, and 1, barring any changes. That will be Randy DeMaio, Alexiel Delgado, and Dion Tubbs. Bob Jones will also have 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom half of the 5th. So here's Randy DeMaio, who is 1 for 1. He hit that base hit into left. Very hard line drive that resulted in the play at the plate. So he is 1 for 1. If he gets on, we expect to see Santana Carrasquillo, the courtesy runner, once again. Wallach's first pitch, That's the fastest pitch he's thrown. He is pumped up a little bit. And he gets strike one swinging. Working very quickly, DeMaio lines one towards short. That is out number one. He went down forward. I wasn't sure myself if that was on the line or if it hit the dirt first, right at home plate. But one away. We're sitting up here on top of the third base dugout. That's where our press box and broadcast booth is. Here's Alexiel Delgado, who grounded to second his first time up. Wallach works quickly. A bunt is shown, and he went right through it for strike one and chased one up and in. So no balls and a strike. Nothing and one. And a pitch. A breaking ball in there for a strike. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Oh, no balls, 2 strikes. My mistake. And here's the 0-2. Breaking ball. Looper into right. That's a base hit. And Delgado is aboard with one away. Brings up Dion Tubbs, who has flied to left and struck out. Delgado at first. Has himself a really big lead. He is 5 for 10 in stolen base attempts. He looks like he's going to go, but he doesn't this time. And the first pitch is low and inside. He not only had a terrific lead, he was fidgeting as if he was about to take off. Shortens up for the moment. Now gets that flinch again and a good secondary, but stays put, and ball 2 misses outside. Now ahead in the count. He has to dive back in the first. It's about to say ahead in the count. Let's see if he has any thoughts of taking off. 2 balls, no strikes. Wallach might have been thinking the same thing I was. Gets a little bit more on the lead and a throw to first. If that ball's on target, that would have had a chance. Delgado not fazed by the move. Doesn't go this time. And a strike called. 2 balls and a strike. Delgado again getting another half step. This time he's going. The bunt is foul. Tubbs held that bunt quite a while. Both corner infielders were playing back. Of course, first baseman Burke trying to hold the runner. And a third baseman, Gabe Swarms. Let's see, he'll probably now come in, but there are 2 strikes. So he's right now is even with the bag. Tubbs, left-handed hitter. Now with 2-2, let's see if Delgado takes off again. Not this time, and a full swing and a foul back. Now it remains 2-2. Alexiel Delgado, a 1-out single into right. Took off a couple of pitches ago. Not this time. Swing and a miss. That is strike 3 and out number 2 on a good fastball from Henley Wallach. Brings up John Kehoe. Made a couple of nice plays at short so far. 1 for 2 at the plate, a double in the first, and a punch out in the third. Gets one in the gap. It could score the run from first. There he goes on a terrific jump. The throw is not in time. Delgado came off the bag, but got his hand back in before the tag, and he's at second with a stolen base. He got a full step lead on Wallach before Wallach even started his windup. It was a good throw by Kirkpatrick, but just late. Now Kehoe with a chance to drive in the run. There's a drive into left field. That's a base hit. Here's Delgado around third. The throw to the plate is going to be cut off, and a relay not in time. Carolina leads 1-0. RBI single for John Kehoe scores Alexiel Delgado with the game's first run. For Kehoe, RBI number 22 on the season. Carolina is on the board. It took till the fifth inning for anyone to cross the plate, and now Kehoe is at first. Nick Macedon at the plate. Throw over to first, close play, but the runner's back in time. Macedon has driven in 43 runs this season, and he takes the pitch for a strike, not the one he wanted. 0-1. That fantastic jump put Delgado at second base, and he was able to score. The throws were good to the cutoff man and then the relay to the plate, but Delgado just beat him. There's a drive, well hit towards left. That ball's going to be caught on the line. It was at Brand, who took just a couple of steps to make the catch. However, Carolina gets one run on 2 hits, leaves 1, and we go to the bottom of the fifth with Carolina University leading 1-0. Carolina broke through 1/2 inning ago and leads now 1-0 as Bob Jones comes to bat in the bottom of the fifth. 8-9-1, Chad Bain, Isaiah Brandt, and Riley Ramsey. They're facing Jeffrey Withers, who is now the pitcher of record, the third man on the mound for Carolina. Noah McDaniel started but came out due to injury in the first. Chase Locklar was terrific in 2 1/3, and Jeffrey Withers has 1 inning pitched. He's allowed 1 hit, but got a man thrown out at the plate to help him get out of the inning in the fourth. He's facing Chad Bain, who is grounded to third. And the first pitch from Withers is fouled off. So no balls and a strike. Withers stands at 6'6". Takes a long look now from the stretch, delivers, and there's a slow roller towards third. Conklin with the throw to first in time. 1 out. Base is empty for Isaiah Brandt, who is 0 for 1, a ground ball to short, his first time up. One out, base is empty. Bob Jones batting in the bottom of the fifth. Carolina 1, Bob Jones 0. Withers with the pitch, and that one is in there for a strike. RBI single from John Kehoe, scoring Alexiel Delgado for the game's only run. That came in the top half of this inning right here. 0-1, and the pitch off speed, and this one hits the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Counts even at 1-1. And a fastball at the knees for strike 2. One ball, two strikes. And there's a ground ball towards short, backhanded by Kehoe. Long throw to first. Macedon comes off the bag but puts on the tag, and there are two away. Second time that Macedon has had to come off the bag and apply the tag, but he's been successful both times. So 2 outs for the leadoff man, Riley Ramsey, who is 0 for 2. Bob Jones has just 2 hits. Withers with the pitch. There's a high fly ball, well hit towards left, but it's going to stay in play. 2 steps in front of the warning track. Delgado makes the catch, and Bob Jones goes down in order in the 5th. We go to the 6th with Carolina leading 1-0. We go to the top of the 6th. Carolina 1, Bob Jones 0. Henry Wallach has done a really nice job. 7 hits, 1 earned run, no walks, 4 strikeouts. That run came in the 5th. Carolina got 3 straight hits in the 2nd. Other than that, they've been scattered very well. Brian Deegan will lead things off, 0 for 2. First pitch fastball is outside. John Kehoe brought home Alexiel Delgado 1 inning ago, and that's been it. All pitchers out there have been very effective. There's an off-speeder that catches the outside corner. Deegan nods his head in agreement. Ball and a strike. Line drive, hard foul down the right field line. One ball, 2 strikes. Henry Wallach takes a long look over the mitt and now delivers a 1-2. High fly ball, left field, should be playable, and the catch is made. 1 away. Brant tracked that one, had it all the way. One out, base is empty for Grant Harris. He is 0 for 2, a strikeout and a ground ball to short. Wallach working very quickly with the bases empty. Here's the first pitch to Harris. And this one misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes. And a breaking ball, no. That one also just off the outside corner. Wind is blowing in from right center. That last ball that Ramsey hit half an inning ago, if that wind wasn't blowing in, that might have had a chance to go. That little slow roller back to the box, and Wallach makes the play with ease, and there are 2 away. Delgado caught that ball about a step or 2 in front of the warning track. Now with 2 outs and the base is empty, Logan Conklin at the plate. He is 1 for 2. Got a base hit in the 2nd inning. Game has moved along very quickly. And the first pitch, breaking ball, went over the helmet of Conklin. We started this game actually about 5 minutes after 10:30's scheduled start time. And we're already in the 6th inning. Here's a 1-0. High fly ball, shallow center field, has a chance to drop, and it will. That's a 2-out single for Logan Conklin, his second base hit of the game. At first, it looked like that ball was going to get out towards center and be caught. Had a little bit of topspin to it and landed safely for a hit. Brings up Kevin Greenwood, the DH. He's also 1 for 2. Hit number 8 for Carolina. Runner at first, 2 outs, and the first pitch is lifted high into shallow left field. Brandt couldn't quite get there. That's a fair ball and a base hit. So a couple of bloopers have found the grass, and Carolina threatening with 2 outs. So a couple of balls not hit hard, but hit in the correct places. Hit them where they ain't, as a late, great Yogi Berra used to say. Randy DeMaio steps in. 1 for 2. Lined out hard to short his last time up. And the first pitch, grounded towards third and foul. Of course, Yogi Berra known for a lot of those Yogiisms. It ain't over till it's over. No balls and a strike. Swing and a miss at a good fastball. He also said, when you come to a fork in the road, take it. Balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch misses up and away, and that's a ball and 2 strikes. Of course, Yogi Berra, one of the legendary New York Yankee Hall of Famers. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Wallach delivers fastball. Line drive down to right field line. That is a foul ball. Didn't miss by much, but miss it did. And as I was saying foul, I checked that home plate umpire who agreed that ball just did take a right turn. Both runs would have scored with ease. So Del Mayo back in the box with a count of 1-2. See if Wallach slows things down on this pitch. Fastball swung on and fouled back. That ball right at the top of the zone, and DeMaio, you talk about just missing it. He squares that up. It's 4-0. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Wallach not worried about the runners, and he misses. That ball grazed off the batter's leg. DeMaio just kind of stood there. He didn't give any indication that the ball hit him, but the umpire said it grazed off his leg. And he's going to come out for courtesy runner Abdiel Santana Carrasquillo. The bases are loaded. First man that Wallach has hit. Conklin at third, Greenwood at second, Santana Carrasquillo at first, and Alexio Delgado at the plate. 1 for 2, a stolen base and a run scored. Wallach winds and delivers. Swing and a pop foul out of play. No balls and a strike. All this after the first 2 men were out. Wallach a long look. He'll wind up with the bases loaded. The 1 strike delivery, a fastball for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Curveball grounded towards short. Throw to first. Got to wait for the call. He is out. Base umpire thought about it for a moment before giving the signal, and Delgado is out 6-3. The bobble at short made it interesting. Carolina loads the bases with 2 out, but comes up empty. Bob Jones comes to bat in the bottom of the 6th, trailing 1-0. Jeffrey Withers, 2 innings, scoreless, 1 hit, 1 strikeout. He is the pitcher of record. He would benefit from the 1 run that has scored in the 5th inning. Withers will face 2, 3, and 4 due up for Bob Jones, Cam Lance, Conley Burke, and Pablo Austin. All Major League games are night games. Tigers at Cleveland. Rockies are in Pittsburgh. The Red Hot Rays are in Baltimore, who's also red hot. A's at the Yankees. Cubs are hosting the Cardinals. White Sox in Kansas City. It's the Dodgers in Milwaukee. Houston at the Angels. Marlins are in Arizona. Rangers in Seattle. And Washington is out west at San Francisco. Game 1 of the 2023 NCCAA South Region Tournament. Yep, Greg Calder, our game day coordinator and women's soccer coach, reminding me that Yogi Berra also said 2/3 of baseball is 90% mental. Sure do miss Yogi Berra. Cam Lance is leading off. He is 0 for 2. He reached on an errors last time up and lines a first pitch into left field for a base hit. Lance will make the turn around first and put on the brakes, but the potential tying run is aboard with nobody out. It's only the 2nd hit allowed by Withers and only the 3rd hit allowed by Carolina pitching. Conley Burke is at the plate. Had an infield single and a strikeout. Man at first, nobody out. And a first pitch, breaking ball in the dirt, blocked by DeMaio. Keeping that runner at first. Cam Lance is 1 for 3 in stolen bases, in case you're wondering. And pitch is down low. His name is Camden. He goes by Cam. Cam Lance, a sophomore from Fletcher, North Carolina. Withers delivers another one in the dirt. And DeMaio blocks it down low, keeping the runner at first again, but that's ball 3. Keep doing that. Eventually, something's getting by that catcher. 3 balls, no strikes. Potential tying run at first, nobody out. Bob Jones batting in the bottom of the 6th. And runner back in time. That was just an ICU throw over to first. 1-9-1 for Carolina, 0-3-0 for Bob Jones. Withers delivers and gets one in there for a strike. The winner of this game will play the University of Fort Lauderdale at 3:30. The loser will play in an elimination game tomorrow morning at 11:30. Ball 4 puts 2 men aboard with nobody out. That is the first walk by any of the 4 pitchers in today's game. And Pablo Austin, who doubled his last time up, is at the plate. Timeout as we're going to have a conference at the mound with Carolina leading 1-0. Again, tomorrow morning's action will begin at 9 a.m. The losers of Game 2, which is next, and Game 3 will start tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. That will be the first elimination game of the tournament. Then at 11:30 a.m., another elimination game. The loser of this game and tonight's 4th game will be playing each other at 11:30. And then 2 winners will be playing tomorrow at 2 p.m. Winners of games 3 and 4, which are later today. Fort Lauderdale gets the winner of the game you're watching now. And Toccoa Falls College, a number 1 seed in the tournament, will get the winner of Trinity Baptist and Southeastern Baptist, which is next. If you want to see the bracket, go to tbceagles.com. It's our lead story up there right now. You can just click on that and see the very brief preview I put up there over the weekend. And I also put a picture of the bracket up there. So you can go to tbceagles.com and you'll be able to see that tournament bracket. We have a new pitcher on for Carolina. And now pitching for the Carolina Bruins, Frank Burke. Tell you about him in just a moment. Withers, 2+ innings, 2 hits, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. He is responsible for both men on base. Frank Burke wears number 56. He is a freshman from Valrico, Florida. He is 2-2 on the season with a .618 earned run average. 27 2/3 innings, 26 hits, 28 runs, 19 earned. He has walked 20 and struck out 15. The first man he will face will be Pablo Austin, the number 4 hitter in the Bob Jones lineup. 1-for-1 hit by a pitch and double. 2 on, nobody out. Burke checks that runner at second, and his first pitch is a breaking ball that stays upstairs for ball 1. One ball, no strike. And Burke a long look in. Another check of the runners not being held, and a breaking ball is in there for the strike. Counts even at 1-1. And Burke delivers a breaking ball that is cued foul toward the Bob Jones dugout. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Burke inherits a very tough situation. 2 on, nobody out. Tying run at second. Go-ahead run at first. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Burke delivers a 1-2 and misses upstairs. Nobody in the Bob Jones bullpen. We have no view whatsoever of the Carolina bullpen. Here's a 2-2 from Burke, and this one is in the dirt to fill the count. Nobody out, so let's see if Coach Brent Castile, in his 3rd season, puts his runners in motion. Coach Jarrett Miller, his 1st season leading the Carolina University Bruins. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runners not going. Drive down the left field line, slicing. That is a foul ball. Just foul. Right down the line at the 320. That ball one-hopped the fence. So everybody returns to his base, and Austin will pick up his bat once again. Three balls, 2 strikes. Burke from the stretch checks the runner and delivers. And this one is fouled off to the right side. Counts 3-2. Burke again takes a long look. This is a big, important pitch. Harris holding the runner close at second. Now the 3-2 fastball low for ball 4, and the bases are loaded with nobody out. Lance at third, Burke at second, Austin at first. Carolina came in today at 21-18, 8-2 in South Region play. Bob Jones 4-25 overall, 1-8 in South Region play. Bob Jones now threatening in the bottom of the 6th. The infield will play in and get the force at the plate. Nobody out. Daniel Barcina at the plate. He's 0 for 2. And Burke's first pitch, a bunt attempt right through it. DeMaio took a look, but wisely risked not taking the throw. No balls and a strike. Remember, there's a force at the plate. Barcina trying to surprise everybody. Here's the 1-strike pitch, swinging this time, and he takes it low and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Burke delivers that 1-1. There's a chopper towards first. Macadon will come to the plate. They get the force. Everybody's safe. That'll be a fielder's choice and a 3-2 put out at home plate. Conley Burke advances to third. Pablo Austin to second, and Barcina is aboard at first. One out, Gabe Swarms. He's 0 for 2. Macadon knew he had plenty of time with the force at the plate. Got the sure out. And the first pitch to Swarms is a breaking ball that misses low. Harris, second baseman, was holding the runner close on that last play, so he couldn't get there in time at first for the double play. Ground ball into left field. That's a base hit. One run is in. Austin will stop at third. And we're tied at 1. An RBI single for Gabe Swarms. Conley Burke scores. Austin to third. Barcina to second. And Swarms is aboard. Bob Jones has tied it up in the bottom of the 6th. They have the bases loaded with 1 out. And Cody Kirkpatrick at the plate. A fly to right and a strikeout. Burke will now wind up, and his first pitch is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Or check that, no balls, 1 strike. That was the first pitch. A lot going on up here. Here's the 0-1 from Burke. Breaking ball is in there for strike 2. Really nice curveball. Good to see everybody joining us here on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. Chase Stout, Armando Lopez, Jacob LaRoque. Here's the 0-2, and a breaking ball misses upstairs. To answer the question, these are all 7-inning ball games in this week's tournament. A ball and 2 strikes. Bob Jones now threatening to take the lead. They've come back to tie it. Here comes the 1-2 from Burke. And a little tapper back to the box. He'll come home to the out. The throw to first, double play. Go as 1, 2, 3, DP. Bob Jones, though, ties the score. 2 hits and 2 walks and 2 men left. After 6, we go to the 7th. Carolina 1, Bob Jones University 1. It will be Henry Wallach coming back out for the 7th inning. He's been terrific. 6 innings pitched, just 1 earned run. He has allowed 9 hits, most of them scattered. He has struck out 4. Got into a bases loaded situation 1 inning ago, but then got a ground ball to get out of the inning on a very close play. In fact, a delayed call on that last out in the 6th inning. So Wallach will face top of the order Dion Tubbs, John Kehoe, and Nick Macadon. 1 run for the Bruins. That came on an RBI single from Kehoe in the 5th. That's the Carolina Bruins. 1 run for the Bob Jones Bruins. That came on Gabe Swarms' RBI single in the 6th. That scored Conley Burke. That followed a force out at the plate. Burke had drawn the walk. And now it'll be Dion Tubbs leading things off for Carolina in the 7th. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It'll be Chad Bain, Isaiah Brandt, and Riley Ramsey for Bob Jones. Fast-paced ball game, but now tied in the 7th. Tubbs has struck out twice. First time up, a fly ball to left. And he pops up the first pitch. Ball may stay in play. It's over near the fence and drops out of play. So no balls and a strike. Trinity Baptist, Southeastern Baptist, scheduled to begin at 1. Wallach delivers a 1-strike pitch, a fastball just off the outside corner. Count is 1-1. We've had 3 men thrown out at the plate. Make that 4 with that little double play, the flip on the front end of it. So both teams have had scoring opportunities, but defense has made plays when necessary. 2 balls and a strike. And a breaking ball in there for strike 2. Here's a 2-2, and this one is fouled out of play. With that tying run scoring, Jeffrey Withers can no longer win it. That run that scored was charged to Withers. Here's a 2-2 and a ground ball towards third and into left field. Tubbs around first on his way to second. He is in there. That's going to go down. We'll have to see how that one is scored. Meanwhile, Tubbs is at second base to start the inning. That's going to be an error on the third baseman. That ball got down the line pretty quickly. And Tubbs representing the potential go-ahead run out there at second base. That did go down as an error. And now the bunt attempt is popped up behind the plate, and the catch is made. So 1 out on the bunt attempt from Kehoe. And a runner at second with 1 out. Nick McAdon at the plate. 1 for 3. Has hit the ball hard all 3 times. And first pitch to McAdon is on the outside corner. Fly ball to left, single into center, and a line drive to first. One strike pitch. Swing and a foul straight back. Potential go-ahead run at second base. Again, we checked on the scoring, and that did go down as an E5. No balls, 2 strikes. Wallach delivers a fastball, misses outside. One ball, 2 strikes. And Wallach, an off-speed pitch, and this one hits McAdon, and he is aboard. Second man that Wallach has hit, both on off-speed pitches, grazing the leg. So Ryan Deegan has 2 on with 1 out. Deegan had nothing out of 3 so far. Ground ball could get Wallach out of the inning. First pitch to Deegan, a hot shot that hits the base and heads down the line. That's a fair ball. Tubbs around third. He will score. McAdon, big turn around third. He'll stop right there. That will be an RBI double for Brian Deegan. That ball hit right on top of the base and kept on going down toward the corner. Tubbs scored without a play. McAdon had thoughts, but credit to Pablo Austin for getting there quickly. So McAdon at third, Deegan at second. Carolina leads now 2-1. That run unearned, but on the board, all important. Wallach with the pitch, and he gets the outside corner. No balls and a strike. Wallach from the stretch misses with a fastball up and away. 1 ball, 1 strike, and a pitch. Line drive into right field. 1 run is in. Here's another man around third. A throw to the plate will be cut off, and Carolina leads now 4-1. That's a 2-run single for Grant Harris. And Carolina has broken this one open. Timeout, conference on the mound, Coach Castile. And that's going to be it for Henry Wallach, who did a really good job. We'll give you the numbers on Wallach in just a moment and tell you about the new pitcher for Bob Jones when we come back here on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. The new pitcher for Bob Jones University, freshman Jerry Parker out of Greenville, North Carolina. Of course, Bob Jones in Greenville, South Carolina. Jerry Parker is 2-2 on the season. This is his 12th appearance, a 7.52 ERA, 26 1/3 innings. He has allowed 35 hits, 27 runs, 22 of those earned. He has walked 19 and struck out 15. Henry Wallach, 6 1/3, 11 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned. He is responsible for the man on base. Didn't walk anyone, struck out 4, but he also hit 2 batters. Carolina got to him here in the 7th. They have scored 3 times. There is 1 out. And the runner at first is Grant Harris, who just drove in 2 with a base hit. Inning started with an error. Then a pop-up bunt attempt. A hit batsman put runners at first and second. Brian Deegan drove in Tubbs with the first run of the inning. And then Harris brought in both McAdon and Deegan with the base hit into right. And now with the new man on the mound, Logan Conklin will step up. He is 2 for 3. Carolina 4, Bob Jones 1. 8-9-1 due up for BJU in the bottom half of the 7th. Parker's first pitch is a little bit high. Frank Burke, now the pitcher of record for Carolina, and Henry Wallach for Bob Jones. 1 ball, no strikes. Parker from the stretch and misses high for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. And Parker delivers and misses inside for ball 3. So the count of 3 balls, no strikes. Parker takes a long look, checks that runner at first and delivers. Ball 4 is in the dirt, 2 on with 1 out. That puts Grant Harris at second. Conklin at first. Kevin Greenwood at the plate. He is 2 for 3, both singles, 1 to right, 1 to left. Carolina looking to tack on a little bit more. Bob Jones came back and tied it up in the 6th, but now Carolina with 3 so far in the 7th, still batting. And the first pitch fouled off. No balls and a strike. Parker with the pitch, And he misses outside. One ball, one strike. And that one swung on and fouled off. Counts 1-2. One out with 2 men on. 3 runs in. Here comes the 1-2 from Parker. That one's hit pretty sharply but pulled foul. Counts 1-2. Parker checks that runner at second and delivers a 1-2. And that one's in there for strike 3. 2 outs now with 2 men on base. Bring up Randy DeMaio. He's been on base twice. Single and a hit batsman. He's also lined to short. Parker now trying to end the inning and give his offense a chance to come back in the bottom of the 7th, and this one is up and away. So 1 ball, no strikes. Parker delivers, and a good rip by DeMaio, but he was out in front of it and cued it foul. Count 1-1. Bain, Brandt, and Ramsey due up for Bob Jones in the bottom of the 7th. Swung on and missed, and now Jerry Parker 1 pitch away from ending this inning. Playing the hitter to pull, there's a whole lot of room down the right field line. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and a pitch. A fastball misses high and outside. Counts 2-2. Parker sets and delivers and gets one fouled off to the right side. Had DeMaio chasing one down low, but DeMaio was able to get a piece of it. Southeastern Baptist out there on the practice field getting ready for their ball game against Trinity Baptist. Scheduled to start at 1. Right now, that could begin a little bit late. Parker checks that runner at second. And the pitch. Hot shot and a fair ball down the left field line. 1 run will score. Here comes another man around third, but he'll stop right there, and that's an RBI double for Randy DeMaio. Carolina has opened up a 5-1 lead. That ball just inside the line. Grant Harris scores. Logan Conklin is at third. And DeMaio again will come out for courtesy runner Abdiel Santana Carrasquillo. Lexiel Delgado at the plate. He scored the first run of the ball game. And he swings at the first pitch and fouls this one back. No balls and a strike. And pitch on the way is popped up and fouled out of play. 5-1 Carolina. 13 hits, 1 error. Bob Jones, 4 hits, no errors. Check that, 4 hits, 1 error. Parker delivers. This one gets by the catcher, and a run will score, and Carolina leads now 6-1. That'll go as a pass ball, charged to the catcher. Santana Carrasquillo also advances to third on the play. Question, I believe, is did the ball hit the batter? If so, it would be a dead ball. The umpire says no. Both runners would have returned to third and second. Instead, the run is in. It's unearned. And Delgado pulls this one foul. One ball, two strikes. Delgado 1 for 3, stole the base and scored the game's first run. That was in the 5th inning. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball, got him. That ends the inning. However, for Carolina, 5 runs, just 2 of those earned, and they leave 1. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Bob Jones will have to rally, trailing 6-1. Bottom of the 7th, Bob Jones has Chad Bain, Isaiah Brandt, and Riley Ramsey at the plate, but they're trailing now by 5. Frank Burke, 1 inning so far. He is the pitcher of record. He would get the win, barring a big comeback by BJU. 1 hit, 1 walk. He got a force out at the plate, and then the 1-2-3 double play to end that threat that Bob Jones had in the bottom of the 6th after tying up the game 1-1. Henry Wallach now on the hook for Bob Jones. Chad Bain will step in. He has twice grounded to third. Burke's first pitch, and that one is a little bit low. 8-9-1 due up for BJU. Here's the 1-0. High pop fly to the left side. Shortstop Kehoe waits for it and puts it away. So 1 out for Isaiah Brandt. He is 0 for 2 with a pair of ground balls to short. One out, base is empty. Bottom of the 7th. And Burke's first pitch is drilled towards left center field. Well hit, way back and up against the 360. On his way to second is Brandt. He'll pull up there with a double. Brandt got some pretty good aluminum on that one. Had a little bit of top spin. But it is a double, and Brandt's at second with 1 out. Riley Ramsey at the plate. Man at second, 1 out. Burke not too worried about that runner with a 5-run lead. He gets the first pitch in there for strike. He'll take a look, but again, not all that worried. No balls and a strike and a pitch. And this one is down in the dirt. During that sixth inning, the catcher, Randy DeMaio, he blocked a couple of balls in the dirt with a runner at third. So he was also instrumental in keeping Bob Jones from taking the lead. Here's the 1-1. Check swing and a ball in the dirt. And he did go around. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Burke delivers. And just misses for ball 2. Counts 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 on the way, taken down low. Ball stays right under the feet of DeMaio. Of course, Brandt not taking any chances with his team down by 5 in the last inning. Have to be 100% certain to take off. There is 1 out. Ramsey digs in. Here comes a 3-2 from Burke. Breaking ball, and Ramsey got a piece of it to stay alive. Cam Lance on deck. If anyone gets on, Burke, Austin, and Barcino would follow. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out with the runner at second. And a breaking ball misses outside for ball 4, and Bob Jones has 2 on with 1 out. First walk allowed by Burke. Brings up Cam Lance, who singled in the 6th. He was thrown out at the plate on the force out we told you about a couple of minutes ago. Chance to drive in a run. And that one is in the zone. A couple more base runners, and Bob Jones could bring a potential tying run to the plate. No balls and a strike and a pitch. And this one's low and outside, but not far enough for an advance. So the count of 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Burke delivers. Breaking ball, fouled off. Counts 1-2. Burke taking his time, needs to make sure of his pitches. Trying to finish this one off. Again, he is the pitcher of record. Now here comes the 1-2. Fastball misses upstairs. Two balls, 2 strikes. Long look in by the right-hander. Here comes a 2-2. High fly ball, left center field. 2 men giving chase. It's going to be Tubbs. No, it will be the left fielder, Delgado, who makes the catch for out number 2. Two outs, and Bob Jones down to its final out. It'll be Conley Burke, who walked and scored the run in the 6th inning. He is 1 for 2 overall. And Burke now ready. Toes of rubber. Has 1 more out to get. And here is the pitch. A breaking ball slipped out of his hand and missed up and in. Carolina holds on, then Carolina will play Fort Lauderdale at 3:30, but again, could start later. 1 ball, no strikes, and a pitch. That one is low. Unless Bob Jones gets a big rally with 2 outs, they're going to play tomorrow morning at 11:30 in an elimination game. 2 balls, no strikes. High pop-up over near the dugout. DeMaio giving chase. McAdon also there, and it hits high off the net. That is out of play. The other team in that elimination game tomorrow will be the loser of tonight's game. Toccoa Falls waiting to see if they will play Trinity Baptist or Southeastern Baptist. The winner of that game gets Toccoa Falls tonight. 2 balls and a strike. Conley Burke, All-South Region player at the plate. Here's a 2-1. High pop-up. And this one's well out of play. Counts 2-2. Burke trying to get this final out. There's a ground ball towards short and into left field. Here's a runner around third. He will score. Bob Jones is on the board as Brandt crosses the plate. That will be an error. And Bob Jones is still alive. That's an unearned run, but it's on the board. Ramsey at second. Burke at first. Pablo Austin at the plate. 6-2 the score. Potential tying run is on deck, but there are 2 outs and a high pop-up. This should do it. 3 men charge toward the mound, and the catch is made by Kehoe, and that's the ball game. Final score, Carolina University 6, Bob Jones University 2. Carolina will play the University of Fort Lauderdale later this afternoon, scheduled at 3:30, could start later. Bob Jones will play at 11:30 a.m. in the second elimination game of the tournament. They will await the loser of tonight's 4th and final game. The winning pitcher is Frank Burke. He goes 2 innings, allows just 2 runs, 1 earned. And the loser is Henry Wallach. He did a terrific job in 6 1/3 innings. And that's going to do it for Game 1 of the South Region Tournament. Trinity Baptist against Southeastern Baptist will get started in approximately half an hour. Look for the live indicator, and we'll see you in just a little while. I'm Ray Bureau.